guys, so for this video, as you guessed by the title, I'm going to be doing a monthly favourites video. Of course, my August favourites video. Yes, I had to actually quickly look at my iPad just to remember what month it was. It's been like quite a few years since I've actually last done one of these, but I still remember how they work. You basically just shove a product in the lens of the camera and, you know, talk about it for a few seconds and then move on to the next one. So I'm going to start off with hair care first, and then move on to skincare, and of course, merge my way into makeup, and then follow by everything else in between. So let's get started. Oh, this is going to be a long video, I can already tell. By the way, this video is not at all sponsored. I am not being paid, or I am being paid by YouTube. I'm not being paid by any of the products I mentioned in this video, so that's just like a forewarning. Okay, so although these two are not kind of hair whatsoever, I've been using and loving lately the Colour Royale bleach or lightener. Obviously this has got me to where I am with my light hair. Now I don't really know why parts of my hair is showing up you know, yellow and some spots, but I promise you my hair has the platinum and even all through. I got mine in the 3 roll, and of course the white powder. It has a much stronger punch than what a blue powder does. I've of course been using this to pre-line my hair, so it's obviously been a favourite of mine. My next product I'm showing you is the one and only, and what's been an absolute saviour for my hair, has been the Shimmer Light shampoo. Basically, obviously when you're blonde, you need to have a purple shampoo, and this stuff is just it's so good. It's very high premium. I didn't originally buy myself a different kind of shampoo. Our dupes from Australian dupes for American bought product is, of course, you know, the closest thing to it is Revoke Touch of Silver, and I have seen this in a couple of YouTube review videos lately, where it's basically people who have been posting videos on turning their hair. Basically they were using Touch of Silver. I did try it on a weft of extensions once, and you know, I wasn't totally satisfied with the results of it, so I ended up purchasing this online. I don't know as far as Hair House Warehouse goes, but Hair House Warehouse is like an Australian version of Sally's, so I don't know as far as Hair House Warehouse goes, but I definitely know that Australia does not sell Shimmer Light, so I had to purchase this online. So I got it from I just typed in purple shampoo, or Shimmer Light's purple shampoo, and of course a brand of, or company of House of Beauty came up on search, so I purchased it from there. It was only about I think about $7 for this individual bottle, but of course there was shipping included. I paid at least a little bit under $20 or something like that for some reason. I did actually manage to get myself 2. I'm now not complaining because I have already gone through 1 bottle. This is my 2nd bottle technically, so I've just been loving this stuff. It's definitely gotten rid of all the brass in my hair. Now I still some patches at the back towards the roots of my extensions, but I'm going to be doing a shadow root when I colour my hair next anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. As long as like the all here and down is nice and blonde, then I don't really mind. So this has just been a holy grail to me. So this is how high pigmented the purple shampoo is. It's like a bluey purple kind of shade, and it's just been absolutely beautiful for my hair. The next holy grail product has been this mark or deep mark shampoo and conditioner. I specifically use this for my extensions. I know because with taping extensions you need a much different shampoo than what you would use for any other kind of extensions or for your regular hair. So I got this specifically from the salon that I go to get them fixed and readjusted. One called Bella Capelli. You know, I don't know if America has a shop like that at all. Obviously Australia does. So I did purchase some of their products that they recommended to me, because I had no idea that you actually had to use a separate shampoo from your regular shampoo, but it does kind of make sense because with the bonds in the tapes, if you use any like a sulfate and paraben shampoo, like your regular favourite shampoo, it's just going to shoot the extensions right out. That's why I highly recommend a shampoo like this. It is specifically meant, like I said, specifically meant for taping extensions. This has just been awesome. They've really gotten me through and helped last extensions, or help make extensions last. So I've just been loving these. The next complete holy grail has been the New Me White Truffle Conditioner. I was meant to specifically buy the treatment, but when I was visiting the website they didn't quite have it in stock, so I had to set up for the conditioner, and obviously it comes in a size like this. This has just been amazing. The instructions are to say dry your hair before use, so that's obviously what I do before I condition. It just helps, you know, get rid of the excess moisture from the water. The conditioner has a better chance of penetrating the hair. But obviously for a pretty light hair, I need all the conditioners I can possibly get my hands on. So my MAC conditioner and of course my New Me conditioner put together, they work amazing. I mean, my hair is still very dried out. The extensions especially, like, big surprise, it's pre-lightened. Obviously just plain bleach, like there's no toner on it or anything. Unless you can, well, Not counting a purple shampoo toner, but no actual dye toner. I've been using this new white truffle shampoo conditioner. I'm already losing my words. I've been absolutely loving this stuff lately. I'm trying to actually keep my words as little as possible. It's just not working out. So with the deep mark, it does also come in this type of conditioner. It's square at the top, sort of, but the matte at the bottom. I'm obviously running right out, so I had to get the other one. This is what they had in stock at the time, so this was the only one I was able to afford, but it is obviously a lot bigger, though I can only presume that they put the same amount of quantity in both products or both packages. This is exactly the same as this, so it's not too much difference product wise, it's just the shape of the packaging that's different. I've been loving them both either way. So this next bad boy has been this coconut oil. I've obviously been using this for my hair. I've been taking like a tiny little dollop size of it, like a pea-sized amount, or maybe a little bit bigger than that for my hair. I do also use this as a deep oil treatment because it's just amazing at that. Oil is seriously your best friend, color treated hair or not. Seriously, it revitalizes your hair, makes it so smooth. Yeah, after a while your hair just go back to its original state of being dried out and, you know, broom-like, but this stuff just really gets you through, and as the more you use it, of course, the more your hair does start to improve. You can see my hair is not looking like a carpet or anything. It's looking quite good. I did obviously put some curls in it like the day before, so hence the texture of it. So a little bit of heat damage as well. I damage our hair all the time anyway, even when we don't mean to. The coconut oil is certainly everyone's best friend. So the next product that every single hairdresser and salon and all those in between should have in their life, known to mankind, is the Olaplex. Everyone needs to have this. This is the it's the second treatment, but it's a take-home version, so it's considered the third treatment. As it says at the bottom, number 3. As you can see, I've used up a little bit of it. Not a little jar. This actually does last you quite a few washes. Obviously, the goal is to wash your hair as little as possible, so like every other day, like 2 maybe 3 times a week, and that way your products last for a lot longer. Just before I shampoo my hair, I do use this as an all-over treatment because it's a hair binder. It is not a conditioner. It has the same consistency and texture as a conditioner, but it is certainly not conditioning. It's not ideal to condition your hair. It's specifically meant to reblend your hair that you pretty much enjoy hair, of course, whether it's highlights or ombre or all over bleach. Basically your hair's going to be in a very fragile state, and it's not going to bond itself too fast, too quickly. Olaplex basically fast tracks that yeah, so basically as everyone's been exaggerating and being very, very honest at the same time, it is a holy grail. It is literally a hair miracle. Obviously they put like hairdressers put like, you know, clear yellow, not clear yellow, version of the flex into the line onto the product they're about to put in your hair. That's obviously a way just to take the edge off of how harsh the chemicals are. This take-home treatment is just, it's got to be everyone's best friend by now. I am a huge lover of sea salt spray. I just used this on my last video. I'm pretty sure it was my brow routine video and how I grew my brows. So I just curled my hair obviously and put some sea salt texture spray in it. So this is what mine looks like. It is from the brand Tony & Guy. I haven't used this too much, but I'm quite a big fan of sea salt sprays because of the texture it gives. Even though it is pain in the ass at the alone like dual, what do you call it? I don't say chemicals, but that's definitely the right word, even though there are chemicals in it. The water-based stuff that's in here, unfortunately it is all buildable. It does build up on the hair, sink into it like oils do, so that's the only kind of bad thing about hairsprays and you know, texturizing mist alone. But do leave your hair with a really, really nice beachy wave look. Like, you know, you just go out of the water from beach, obviously, and that really nice beach wavy look that your hair gets when it's dried off. This stuff just gets you there. So if you sprayed your hair and spray some of this in, or curl your hair and spray this in, it just leaves your hair looking so good. And it doesn't make your hair feel good, of course, but the ideal style of it, you know, it just makes you feel confident and all that good stuff. So I've been loving this lately. You know, I haven't used it too much, but when I do, I embrace it. So those next 2 products are actually 2 very individual products, but I do merge them 2 together. This one is the jojoba oil, like almost 3 inches. It's so cute. As you can see, I've used like quite a little bit of it. You know, with pretty light hair, you need to use like 10 pumps of something, like a specific oil. Of course, the other one has been the New Me argan oil. Of course, it's just like any other argan oil, but it does have New Me's name written on it. I'm just gonna be like one of those people and smell the oil. I don't really have a very high smelling scent, so this is kind of a bit pointless. It definitely does smell nice, but it doesn't have an overwhelming scent to it. Jojoba oil in the hand. Yeah, can't smell that at all. These guys have just been great for my hair. Obviously I merged this with my coconut oil, and oh my gosh, 3 oils in one for your hair just make your hair feel so good, and you feel a lot less guilty about, you know, your hair being chemically damaged when you got oils in it. So these guys have just been, for a little tiny package, they've lasted me for quite some time now. Okay, so the last hair care favourite is been my Tony & Guy prep mist, or technically heat tamer mist. I use this every single time I blow dry my roots, because I let my ends dry naturally, but I have to blow dry my roots, otherwise the water, excess water from the moisture will just break down the bonds as well on the lifts of my tape extension. So I always use this before I blow dry my roots, and by the time my hair is dry, or if it's still a little bit damp by the next day, I will just spray the rest of my hair and of course go through what I've got to do with my hair. This stuff has just been great. As you can hear, it's like hardly anything left in there, so I've been using this stuff quite a lot. So it's just been great. Okay, so quickly pushing past skincare. My favourite cleanser of all time has been my Neutrogena Naturals. I was using this a time ago, but then I ran out. I couldn't really find the time or the effort to buy myself a new one, so for a while I was using Cetaphil, my sister's cleanser, before she upgraded to a different one. I managed to get my hands on this one again, and my skin has just been improving so much. I mean, I'm only 24, so I don't have too many skin problems. I have oily to combination skin, which is so ironic because the foundation I use is for the total opposite reason. Skin is on the opposite end of the scale. This cleanser has just been superb for me. I was using a different Cetaphil. I think I was using one from Oily Skin, and it just dried me out so much that my skin was just breaking out. I had different size zits all over my forehead, and even though I was still making videos, which they're long gone now, but even when I was still making videos, I didn't feel overly confident, so I started using this, and it just brought my skin to where it is. I mean, of course I'm wearing makeup obviously, but it's just been so good. The thing I use for my skin is of course my exfoliating glove. I specifically use this obviously for exfoliating my face and of course my body, just to get rid of fake tan mostly. This glove has just been awesome. I'm sure there are I really want to get my hands on the PMD. To get my new phone, I'll then investigate myself a PMD. But then this handy dandy glove has just been so good. So the thing about this glove is it's not too harsh to the skin. It's actually quite nice. It's not like the same texture as sandpaper, but it's not soft either. So it is really good for those who have sensitive skin. Hair brush, always good. Okay, so getting to makeup now, I'm starting off with my foundations. I have been using the Tarte Rainforest Sea foundation. This is a water foundation, so it is ideal for those who have dry skin. I do not have dry skin. Except for in the winter, my skin gets a little bit dried out. But other than that, as I did mention in the previous clip, that my skin is naturally oily in combination. I am wearing this right now, and I have not had too much of an issue with this foundation. It doesn't start to over oil my skin, which is actually quite surprising considering what the foundation is ideal for. So I've just been loving this foundation. I kind of recommended / inspired to get it from after Shan XO did a review on it and a first impressions. So I also wanted to get a high-end brand foundation because I obviously wanted to stop using my sister's one for starters, but I wanted to up my game a bit, so I purchased the Tarte foundation. Yes, it's sadly a little bit pricey, but so obviously the pricier something is, the more quality it has. So I've just been loving this. I don't know how much of it I've used up so far. I try not to work with makeup too much, even though I do YouTube for my job, so I'm playing with makeup all the time. But this foundation has just been so good for my skin, even though it is specifically not meant for my skin. And this next one also counts as a kind of like a skincare. I'm going to include it with the skincare bunch or whatever. It's been Glam Glow Mud Mask. As you can see, I've used up quite a lot of it. I mean, there are still some little bits in there. I probably could get like little spot treatments out of it, but as for the actual mask part, that's not going to happen because there's enough in there. I do use this as a spot treatment sometimes, as I did just say, and an all-over mask, as I also just said. This mask has just been so good for my skin. I was inspired by a former, well, she's still a friend of course, but a former friend of mine. She got inspired by someone on YouTube. I have no idea who, but she then got it for herself. Well, technically she got it for Christmas, but she got it for herself, and then I then was inspired to get it myself as well. So this is technically my second jar. It's run out obviously. It is really early and I'm really tired. Probably why my voice sounds a little bit dried out. I'm trying to drink tea just to wake myself up a bit. I've been loving this Glam Glow. Obviously it's almost empty. I'm gonna have to purchase myself a new one. So my most favourite moisturiser of all time has been the Johnson's Face Care Daily Moisturising Cream. Just actually gave me this one only because I seem to have been using a moisturiser specifically meant for the body for my face, and I was just getting an unnecessary amount of breakouts. So my sister gave me this one. I've been using this one ever since. Every single time I wash my face I use this just before I put my makeup on. It's just been so good. I don't know if it's specifically meant from oily skin, but I use it anyway, and I don't seem to get too excessively oily. So it's been a good love of mine. The next one is more to do with the body, but I still put it on the face. Loving tan, and I have been loving tan. So I've been I think I got this about a couple of months ago, like probably about halfway through the year. Was sort of directed by Alexandra Garza, a YouTube beauty blogger, whatever. She also does little vlogs as well, so she was using Loving Tan, plus I think Lauren Curtis was as well, and of course NXO uses it, so a lot of high ranked YouTubers use this Loving Tan stuff. I thought I would give it a shot because I also want to start using tans again. I didn't want to have to go back to sudden damage my skin. Of course, purchased the Loving Tan. I did start off with the medium shades, obviously I was new to it. Got more confident with it, I then started to use I'm starting to use the dark shade. I do technically have it on right now. I'm quite patchy because it is wearing off. This has just been so good. One thing that's been a complete blessing in my life has been the back applicant that comes from Loving Tan as well. This is definitely handy if you don't necessarily have a significant other or any or if you do have siblings, but you don't quite want to bother with them with something like this. This back applicator has been so good. As you can see, it does bend, so it's really good for travelling. It's travelling worthy. This is obviously good for reaching back. I do actually use this to sometimes apply my all over body blender because the sponge, it makes the tan nice and smooth. Unfortunately though, I'm sticking to it now, but yeah, unfortunately it broke off. Obviously wore itself down, trying to stick it back on. I was absolutely trying to use it last time I was tanning, and well, it just kept on falling off, so I'm gonna have to repair it somehow. You can either just purchase a new one or be versatile or vigilant, I meant to say, and fix it. This has been really good for those hard to reach places, like especially the back, because I can bend my arms to get to my back, but just for those times where you want to fake tan, but you can't be bothered, getting all acrobatic with yourself, and so you just opt for using this, and it's just so good. So the other thing that Loving Tan comes with is obviously a mitt. You get 2 free mitts when you put on a coupon code. But if you're just purchasing something without a coupon code, you only get 1, or you have to buy it individually, especially if you repurchase a Loving Tan bottle. That's how it works. So these guys are really good for putting all over the arms. I sometimes use this, but mostly just been using the sponge instead lately because it's much better application, and these edges, I sometimes catch it onto my skin. And I'm always scared I'm going to scrape out some of the tan. When I first started using the tan, I was constantly going like this, and then just the edge of it would just grind against the tan. I was like, oh my god, I'm just scraping it up, and just It's the first time things where you're just too paranoid about something, but that's why I got into using the sponge a bit more. These bits are really good for when you have the patience for them. Another hair care item has just been this amazing wide tooth double tail comb. You specifically use a wide tooth comb when you're combing out your hair when it's wet, because hair is ridiculously fragile when it's wet, especially if it's pre-lined or color treated. Wide tooth combs are good, and then obviously this end is for sectioning, just adjusting apart. Can you believe that my roots are growing out already? It's barely been over 3 weeks, so I've been just really enjoying this wide tooth comb. I still do get broken bits of hair wrapped around it still, because we lose hair a lot anyway, color treated or not. I've just been absolutely adoring this comb. So this is a bit of a random favourite. I still got some purple shampoo residue in it, but it has been my tint ball tint brush. Obviously it's pretty good for storage of holding your products into it, like lightener or purple, like it's purple shampoo. This has definitely been a good favourite of mine. Every hairdresser or in qualified hair, like you had a lot of training, you're not technically qualified. So every one of those kind of people needs these in their life. I know a lot of people use their fingers to do their hair, and I sometimes do as well. Like I set up with the tint brush, but then I So also going in with my hands because you can feel better, especially at the back, because obviously we don't have eyes at the back of our heads, mums. This ball brush has been really good just from storage of the products. So another really good favourite one now going into makeup has been my setting spray, Charlotte's Makeup Finishing Spritz. It has with aloe vera and rose water. Well, that's just a label, that's actually in there. But as you can see, I've used a crap ton of it, so it's obviously really good. Now it's not like Urban Decay's All Nighter or Pixie by Petra, only of those ones. But this is a really nice drugstore one because I did get it from Priceline, which is kind of like the same version of Sephora. I mean, we do have a Mecca, which is like another version of Sephora, but Priceline was like the original Mecca. So this has been really good. I really like the spray. It certainly feels very refreshing into the skin. So my next two favourite loves have been Starford Translucent Loose Powder and the Laura Mercier Setting Powder. Obviously I use this one for all over face setting, and I sometimes, not all the time, in fact not even lately, but I have been using this one for my under eye baking. Next favourite of mine out of palettes has been my Too Faced Chocolate Bar. Not just because it smells like chocolates, but it has a really awesome highlighting, it's technically an eyeshadow, but highlighting shade. And I am wearing it today, so I don't know if you can see my cheek glowing at you, or the tip of my nose, or brow bone actually, but I've used that. Yeah, just cause. I have been loving Too Faced Chocolate Bar a lot. It's just, it kind of makes you want to eat like a bar of chocolate, doesn't it? So my next favourite has been my Australis 80 on Tour palette. I technically got this from my technically for my sister-in-law, but she's now just a good friend of mine. She got this for me for my 23rd birthday, a highlighting and contouring powder palette. I technically wanted a cream contour palette, but I didn't know where to look or where to start looking. She got this from Priceline, and I got her the same thing for her following birthday. So it is obviously a powder version. As you can see, I've used quite a little bit of it, especially the banana shade. A little bit of this shade as well, but I used to use this shade here for mostly for contouring, but I always use this shade here for bronzing. I am particularly wearing bronzer today. It's not too obvious, not like in your face bronzer. No, it's just a crow out there. Raven, whatever shade it has. So I've been loving my 80 on Tour palettes. Speaking of palettes, I have also just recently, about a few months ago, like less than 5 months ago, purchased the ABH palette, or Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I've been pretty much devouring this, with my face that is. So I've used the hell out of this shade, and a little bit of this shade. I sometimes use this shade for my under eye concealer, and mostly the highlighting parts of my face. And I always use this shade for my contouring. I obviously use it today to do my makeup grey figure. I do sometimes use this shade here for concealing. Sometimes I use this shade if I want a really powerful highlights, obviously to have a nice and shimmer chicken and set it over with the champagne truffle. Obviously I have to repurchase this very soon because I'm starting to run low on the 2 particular favourite shades of mine. And that just shows how much I love something if you're almost hitting pan on something. So another absolute love of mine has been the Jeffree Star's Beauty Killer palettes. So I just love everything about this, and I've really grown fond of Jeffree Star lately. I used to back when I had Facebook, I used to always see his picture pop up when other people were liking his stuff. Facebook would always pop up on my newsfeed, and I wasn't too sure who he was until I don't have Facebook anymore, so nobody bothered searching me. When I got Snapchat and Instagram and obviously started my YouTube, that's when the same Jeffree Star guy had popped up, and I thought, I'm just gonna check this guy out, see what it's all about. Well, holy cow, he's a makeup artist, and he was a former pop singer, but he kind of ditched that career and just became a self-taught makeup artist, and wow, he is so damn good with his makeup. I just love everything about his creativity. So of course I purchased his palettes. As you can see, all the colours pretty much represent Jeffree Star, especially the bright pink tone shades. Some of the colours are a bit more pigmented than others, so therefore some of the colours are much easier to work with than others, but I really love his palettes regardless, and it obviously screams Jeffree Star. My next favourite has been technically a Christmas gift from my mum from, I don't know if it was the Christmas is gone or the Christmas beforehand, so a year ago. It has been the Naked Urban Decay Basics. So obviously this is really good for those smoky eyes, the neutral kind of smoky eyes. So obviously it could work with neutral tones, but then of course warm it up again. It's obviously very small, so it's definitely travel worthy. And I haven't really taken this any further than my bedroom for travel purposes. If I was to ever go somewhere and I needed a smaller little smoky eye palette, I'd definitely bring this along with me. So I've been loving this. I have specifically, what did I call this? I have been specifically loving these two shades here from eye primer setting. It's just been a holy grail for me, and I'm always using these two shades from crease transition shades. So I love this. Thank you, Mum. So my next complete favorite has been another Anastasia Beverly Hills or ABH product. It has been a Deep Brow Pomade in Chocolates. I have just been loving this. I wanted to up my game from NYX Durable Cake powder stuff. It's because I ran out of wax, and the shadows just didn't seem as strong to me. That's when I decided to purchase the Deep Brow Pomade, and I'm obviously wearing it on my brows now. It's kind of like a Play-Doh texture. Obviously, it's so high pigmented. It's so good. You can obviously build it up to your own liking. I've just been loving this. So my next favorite love has been the MAC eye primer in Painful Soft Ochre. I noticed that I needed a new eye primer because I was a little bit over my Face of Australia one. The YouTubers, or two of them specifically come to mind, is Nikki's Tutorials and Amy's Makeup Box. I decided to just up my game from my Face of Australia primer and just get this paint pot instead. This is what it looks like. It is so good at just giving you a nice blank canvas to work with eye makeup. It doesn't feel too tacky or too wet like most primers do. So it already feels pretty dry, like, you know, for all the right reasons dry. It's been very easy to blend on the eye, so I've been loving it so much. Next one might surprise a lot of you, but I have been loving, the Kylie Cosmetics with the matte lipsticks. This one's upside down. So I currently am wearing Candy K on my lips, which is this middle one here on my lips. A lot of people had a lot of problems, mostly with the lip glosses. Obviously the liquid matte was just on point. Nothing wrong with the packaging at all. I've been absolutely loving every single one of these, so I obviously got quite a few for myself. These two tweezers I've just been absolutely in love with. This particular pink one here I've used to push my eyelashes against with my mascara, my own lashes I meant to say. The purple one I use for my brows because as you can see it's got more of a like a more straight end to it, so it's obviously better for grabbing the hairs. And this one's obviously good for the pinching of the mascara. I keep going to say mascara of the eyelashes. So these two have also been very good to me. Obviously, zit cream and lip balm. So another love of mine has been the Simple Makeup Wipes. Obviously run out. There's no more wipes left in them, so I had to get some more. But these are so good at removing your makeup. Hair accessories. This hair tie has just been, whoever sort of invented these, you know, they deserve all the world of cash and all the world of love. They're so good, they don't snag your hair, they sit so comfortably in your hair. So another love of mine from Jeffree Star has been his Unicorn Blood Liquid Matte Lipstick. I also use this in my Harley Quinn tutorial, which will be posted very soon when we get close to Halloween. I have had such a thing for really deep reds for a long time, and Unicorn Blood was perhaps the closest thing I could get to a very, very deep red. Like instead of a vampire red, but just like a deep rich red. Of course I do a swatch for you. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a brownish toned red. So this is absolutely beautiful. I love this. Okay, so because my Benefit Brow Lash Mascara has run away on me, I've been having to use a Great Lash lately, and it's just been really good for my mascara, for my lashes. Now technically it's running out and running dry. Brush is a little bit squat and long, but it has been really good for my lashes. Not really good for them health-wise. It's been a really great step in, so I've obviously been using this. As soon as I find my brow lash again, that will go back to being my favourites. But until then, this Great Lash has just been... This one goes to you, Alexis / Major Look. Okay, so for brushes, my favourite brushes have of course been the XA Beauty brushes. Brushes that I do have that have absolutely been favouring pretty much all of these. So I've been loving the bronzer contour brush, blender brush, pencil brush, lip definer brush, which I also technically use from my eyeliner sometimes. Of course my duo brow brush. It's an angled eyeshadow brush, which I actually use for my nose contour. Of course my foundation brush, this is the flat face one. There is a little bit of a longer one in stock as well. Technically a proper eyeliner brush. Of course an eyeshadow brush. And a huge powder brush, which basically takes over my whole face. So another love has been this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, which I technically use from my eye primer. I use it just to blend the eye primer in. So I've also just started using this Maybelline concealer for when I did my One Brand tutorial makeup thingy. When I was working, not partnering with, but just working with in fact, you know, just using the choice of Maybelline to do my makeup that day. I am wearing this today, under my eyes, forehead, nose, so including the cheek part of my jawline and across my chin for the highlighting portions, even though it just blends in with my skin so good. I'm really liking this lately. This one goes out to you, Love and Girl / Mikey. Another beanie that I've really been liking lately has been this white one. Here I wear beanies that look like they can suck in your whole head. So I just tuck in the edges into it. That way when you do put it onto your head, it doesn't suck your whole head in. Pretty odd favourite of mine. Now that we're going to more of knickknacks, I guess you could say. Have been my Sony headphones. These guys, they're like the muting headphones. Like they block out a lot of the outside sound. So of course when you put them on, it gets a beautiful bass sound to your music. I always use these when I'm just casually chilling out listening to music in my bed. They have like a little cushiony inside of it, so it sits comfortably against the ear, so it doesn't give you an earache after a while. This technically isn't considered a favourite, even though I do really favourite my iPad. This is technically my dad's old iPad. He gave it to me when he got his new one. This has been every YouTuber's lifesaver. So we all want to use our favourite artists' songs in all of our videos, but unfortunately, if we're working for YouTube and we get paid and an artist song that is playing a YouTuber's video that they worked hard on is being paid to with someone else, and that's obviously copyright, considered copyright. NCS has just been the biggest saviour for YouTubers. Whether it's just for whether you're working for YouTube or just do it for a hobby, NCS has the most awesome music. It doesn't necessarily have like Selena Gomez or like another side of song tracks, Evanescence or anything like that. They do have more of sort of remixes and dubstep music. Thank you, and no copyright sounds for coming to YouTube's rescue, or every YouTuber's rescue. Another favourite of mine has of course been my Body Benefits mirror, or whatever it's actually called. It's of course a double-sided one. One is one is of course from just regular viewing, and the other one is from really zooming up on my face. It's also just my little mini mirror that I use. Of course it's the exact same as this the big one that I have in front of me. This one's of course good just for like really holding it close up to your face. Can you guys see yourself? I'm probably blinding you with every single angle I do. My new favourite has been my Nikon D3100 camera that my dad got me for a few Christmases ago. So it's obviously what I've used to film my videos and my Instagram videos. Thank you, Dad, and thank you, Nikon. And that concludes all my favourites. Well, actually, I do also have my two favourite hair dryers, which one is on the bathroom. I'm not going to go in, it's kind of bothered. Another favourite is on the floor here. I have a favourite flat iron, plus my false lashes that I'm wearing. It's a Katy Perry Eye Look No Honey. It's technically a brand new pair because my other ones were at least 2 worn in. There's like 3 more loves. And besides that, that concludes this video. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all for my future videos. Bye everyone!